Hello, welcome, beloved sister. I'm so excited to be sharing with you something that wants to come through today. But first, I'm going to share this in the Divine Rose Sisterhood Circle. Just give me uno momento, and then we can start. Today, I want to talk about opening our hearts and what that actually does for ourselves and for the collective, and how it allows us to receive everything that we desire when we choose to open our hearts. So just give me 1 second while I share this in the Divine Rose Sisterhood Circle, and then we can get started. Share to a page. There we go. Boom. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's so interesting. My awareness of wanting to close my heart, wanting to hide, wanting to not be seen, not wanting to create new relationships, you know what I mean? I see myself still feeling that way and pulling away from relationships with other people and stuff like that. And because I'm super aware of it, I know that that is old energy, and I know deeply in my heart that the more that I open up, the more that I open up my heart to others, regardless of my fears, that I will receive more unconditional love. I will receive more of what I already am. So that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys today, because I feel so passionate about it. I feel so passionate about us creating a new earth based off of unconditional love and peace. And most of the world right now, we are awakening. However, I'm still feeling a thread of old energy and of fear of not being loved, fear of abandonment, fear of being shamed, fear of being killed, fear of not being loved. I don't know if I already said that. And what this does, it makes us close our hearts. And when we close our hearts, this completely cuts us off from who we actually are on a soul level. And it completely cuts us off from receiving. So that's another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about today, is receiving, and how when we open our hearts, even when it's scary, even when we think all of these old beliefs about being vulnerable, you know what I mean? When we actually open up our hearts, we can receive all that we desire. We can receive abundance. We can receive that relationship that we want. We can receive synchronicities. We can receive soul connection. We can receive all that we actually want. We can receive gifts from the universe. You know what I mean? So that's what I wanted to hop on here today. And the reason why this came forth, well, Mary Magdalene wanted me to talk about this earlier this morning, but I can only hop on here now. And I met a really awesome person, and it's a guy. And I really feel a soul connection with him. I feel like he's really, really cool. I feel like he is super determined to create a new earth. And that's the kind of person that I want in my life. I want a person who takes full responsibility for their lives, for how they feel, and for their purpose. And someone who is as determined and passionate about creating a new earth as me. And whether we're friends or whatever, or more than that, it's like, okay, well, I want to do that. I want to do that together. You know what I mean? And while I was having this conversation with this person, we were just talking, right? I just felt myself like almost put on a mask, like just put on a mask of like, not the old Sarah, but Sarah who's like, you know, how would I explain this side of me, this aspect of me, this woman who is like, I don't know how to explain it, but like I don't feel myself. I feel like I have to pretend to be someone. I feel like I'm like all up in my head, you know what I mean, sometimes, and I'm not rooted in my heart. So that's what happened with this person when I was talking to this person today. And I felt like I was judging myself, and I felt like it was really scary to open up, and it was really scary to be myself. And I felt myself closing. And I just did a meditation because I was like, yo, this is just like old energy. Like, this isn't real. Of course I want to open my heart up. It doesn't matter. Nothing bad's going to happen. You know, it's safe, right? And I know deeply in my heart that a lot of us go through this. A lot of us aren't even aware of us closing our hearts. We're not even aware that our hearts are even closed, right? So I wanted to share my truth today with you guys on the power of opening up your heart, even when it's scary, the power of allowing yourself to feel, even if it's a little bit painful. Allowing yourself to get outside of your comfort zone, allowing yourself to be in your truth. For when you're in your truth, that means your heart is open. And when your heart's open, you are connected to the divine. You're connected to your soul and who you really are. You're connected to the earth. You're connected to all that is around you. And from my experience, living a life of purpose is so meaningful. It's so worth it. It's so worth doing the inner work. It's so worth facing these things and these shadows and completely creating a new paradigm for myself, completely creating new ways of being and of thinking. And I feel like that's where the planet is heading. That's where the planet's heading. We are being shaken right now with these old beliefs and these old stories of, if you show emotion, then you're weak. If you're vulnerable, then you're weak. All the old stories. You have to close up, you have to protect yourself, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying like energetic protection. I'm saying like protection because you're scared shitless of being hurt, you know what I mean? I'm talking about those old stories of just the old bullshit stories, right? And I lived that way for such a long time. And now that I'm super aware of this, I can allow myself to really catch myself when these old stories start to come back. So today I wanted to share with you how we can open our hearts and how we can really step up and step forth into the beings that we are. We are beings of unconditional love. We are beings of abundance. We are beings of divinity. We are beings of divine truth, of source frequency. And it's our birthright to actually fulfill that, feel that, know that throughout our conscious awareness, throughout our lives, throughout this lifetime and many other lives too. And to teach this to the lives that we bring forth into this dimension, right? And I feel like that's so important. That's so important to know that the heart space is what will lead you to a life of fulfillment, that will lead you to a life full of unconditional love, of purpose, of meaning, and of everything that we actually came here to do and to be. So I have some notes here on how we can begin to open up our hearts. Okay, so what I was just doing a meditation. Okay, so what I do and what I'm inviting us to do, when we feel that our hearts are closed, when we feel scared of being hurt, when we feel scared of judgment, of what people think of us, when we're feeling like we're feeling vulnerable, but like we're feeling vulnerable in a sense for something, you think that something can be taken, something can be taken from you. Okay, so this exercise of breathing into your heart and like actually breathing into your heart and not leaving your meditation space until you've breathed completely into your heart. Okay, and breathe into your heart until you feel your chest expanding. And what I've noticed when I do this, especially if my heart has been a little bit closed, is that my back starts to crack. And like my chest starts to crack and it opens and it's like it feels a little bit uncomfortable, but it's like at the same time, you know what I mean? So that will definitely open up your heart. Also, what's coming through now, again, this collective wound of not being safe on the planet and not feeling safe in your body. It is safe to open up your heart. It is safe to feel. It is safe to be held. It is safe to be held in your own arms. It's safe to be held in the arms of Gaia and my arms, in the arms of your loved ones. And I wanted to share that wanted to come through right now. So the second thing that I wanted to share with you on how we can open up our hearts is through the beautiful red rose, which I have right here for us. Isn't she pretty? Yeah, so right now, guys, I invite you to breathe in this frequency. Breathe in this beautiful frequency of the red rose, of the Magdalena. Breathe, and just breathe it in. So what this does is this bleeds frequency of safety. It's so beautiful. The frequency of Magdalene, the Magdalene, holds the energy of unconditional love, of safety, of truth. It's so beautiful. So if you don't have a rose, which is fine, just imagine that there's a beautiful closed red rose in the center of your chest. And imagine that it starts to spin and unfurl, and really just allow yourself to unfurl that red rose with the breath. Again, with the breath, okay? So I really wanted to share that with you because this has been really helping me. Even just smelling, going to like the flower shop or like going to like your grocery store and going to the like floral department. Just go there and smell the roses. Go there and smell the roses and really feel how your chest expands. Really feel how your heart opens when you breathe in the essence and the scent of the red rose. So that's what I wanted to share with you with the red rose, okay? And then the third one that I wanted to share with you on how we can open up our hearts is with the rose quartz. Where are you? So I just bought this the other day because I felt like my heart wasn't scared to open. The old stories were playing in my mind of, oh my God, you have to close your heart because you're going to get hurt. All of those old stories, right? So immediately I grabbed this because I work in a crystal store. I work in a really amazing crystal store. I grabbed this beautiful rose quartz crystal and I cleared it and right away, and then I just put it on my chest, and immediately I felt so much better. So rose quartz is the love stone. So for a lot of newbies out there, that is going to be a really beautiful first step for you, is to go ahead and buy a beautiful rose quartz crystal. And center it, get a necklace and put it right on your chest, right on the heart chakra, and feel it. Feel that frequency. Feel that energy just actually merging with your frequency and your energy and raising your vibration and opening up your heart space. Okay? And you know what else I also do? I put it backwards and I let it sit on my back because my heart chakra it goes both ways, right? So I wanted to share that with you guys too. And to use rose essential oil. So the rose is a very powerful frequency plant. She holds so much unconditional love. And when we actually tune in and allow ourselves to slow down and feel that beautiful frequency of the rose, smell her, and I like to eat them too. Like if I have them in the bath, I'll just nibble on them. And what this does, it immediately opens your heart. It immediately helps you to remember who you actually are on a soul level, who you actually are multidimensionally. And that is incredibly powerful, and that is incredibly beautiful. And it's why I'm here. I'm here to know myself as love. Most of us are, especially if you're on my page and you follow me and you're in the Divine Rose Sisterhood, then you know, and you're probably on the same mission as me, as knowing yourself as love deeply. And you feel super drawn to Mary Magdalene and what she has to offer each and every one of us. I actually love her. I love her so much because she can help us in all areas of our lives. All that she asks of us is to pray to her and to give all of the old bullshit to her and do your best every day to clear that out. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I really wanted to hop on here and share my truth because I know sometimes it's really, really scary to open up our hearts. I know that from our experiences of opening up our hearts and then getting completely crushed and completely heartbroken and just horrible fucking shit has happened to us, you know what I mean? I'm seeing you so deeply there, and at the same time I want to bring forth that there still needs to be sacred responsibility for everything that's ever happened to us. For everything that's ever happened to us, we were an energetic match for. And I know that there has been, myself included, just so much trauma and so much sexual shame that it's really, really hard to take responsibility for that. But that's where beautiful Mary Magdalene comes in to give it all away to her and to understand on a deeper level if we have made any choices or if we have experienced trauma or if we have, my nose is really itchy, if we have experienced sexual shame, the gold and the gems underneath it, the beautiful wisdom and the life lessons underneath it, because it's there, right? We just have to be willing to dig deep enough. And the way that we can dig deep enough is if we open our hearts. If we open our hearts. So I open my heart to you and tell you that I love you and that I have trouble sometimes doing this because old stories play out in my mind. That I'm going to get hurt and that opening your heart is for pussies and you have to be tough and being vulnerable is weak and all that I was taught, right? I had some trouble today with opening up my heart and going back to like this person, this aspect of myself who felt like she has to hide and put on a mask of God knows what. I don't even know what the fuck that mask was. So anyways, so I'm sure that you understand where I'm coming from right now. When we feel like we can't be ourselves, we're scared to be ourselves. We're scared to open up because we're scared of being judged and we kind of don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, judgment. Oh, okay, yeah. So Mary Magdalene, she's saying now, like when these things happen to us, when we're like in the middle of a conversation and we can feel ourselves closing and we can feel ourselves like totally just not being our authentic selves, just like fucking, you know what I mean? In those moments, allow yourself to breathe into your heart and allow yourself to have deep compassion for yourself because you're learning. We're all in training right now. And the fact that we can become aware of these things right in the middle of when we're doing it, that's like a huge shift. Excuse me. That's like a huge shift. That's like a huge shift, a huge step in awareness and of truly knowing ourselves as love and like what the fuck we're actually doing here, you know what I mean? And what real connection is and what real connection is to ourselves and knowing ourselves as love and knowing this beautiful vehicle that we've chosen to be in, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Mary Magdalene is such a profound frequency and energy that is with us always, especially us women, especially right now. If you feel a pull to work with Mary Magdalene, it is because you are here to shift the planet somehow. You are here to speak your truth. Your truth makes a difference on the planet. All of us, not just women, all of us. We make a difference when we speak our truth from the heart, not from the ego, not from fear, not from judgment, but from the heart, from the truth, from source within. When we speak from that place, we change and shift the planet. And I wanted to say that I'm so honored to be here with you as we walk together and we shift internally and we shift the planet and we love each other and we create peace and we love our planet and we respect our planet and we do our best to keep her clean and we do our best to respect her and love her and actually feel how amazing it is that we are on a beautiful piece of land mixed with water, or water mixed with land because there's more water than land, and she's fucking floating around the sun with a whole bunch of other planets, and this is just one universe that we're in. This is only one star system that we're in. What? That is like mind-blowing, guys. Like, we are that. We are that. We are that profundity. We are that infinite potential as well. We are that beautiful black space in which Gaia is being held in right now. And I think that's super amazing. And with those sacred reminders every day, it really does make a difference. It really does make a difference. Like, for example, if you woke up every day and you didn't look outside and you just went and you just got dressed and you didn't really look at yourself in the mirror, you just like whatever. And I've had days like this too, but we don't really appreciate the fact that we've woken up. We don't really appreciate the fact that we can breathe. So let's say we wake up that way, and most of the time people who wake up this way, they're sad and they go to a job that they hate, and they have a lot of family problems that they think it's the end all be all, right? Like, it's just like that. Whereas someone who is, determined, someone who is willing, someone who's willing to open their heart, someone who's willing to look outside in the morning, look at the sunrise, look at the trees, look at the bed that you're on. You know what I mean? Oh my God, it's warm in here. I'm so grateful for that. And opening up our hearts to gratitude, to all that we already are, to all that we already have, and all of the people in our lives, it shifts us. It shifts us. And that's how we're going to create a new planet. That's how we're going to create a new earth, by truly knowing who we actually are, appreciating all that we have in this physical dimension, and really appreciating the connections that we have to each other, to ourselves, and to the earth, and opening up our hearts to that. So I think that's what I wanted to say. I forget what I was saying with the two comparisons that I was doing. That's what wanted to come through, which is great. So, beloved, I'm going to send you this beautiful rose frequency once again. Just breathe that in, beloved. I love you so much. And if you feel a call to work with Mary Magdalene and I have beautiful rose heart bundles available now. They're on my website, and they're in the Rose Boutique that I launched a few days ago. So these bundles are geared towards knowing yourself as love. And if you feel a call and you're drawn to Mary Magdalene and her frequency, and you're kind of not too sure what she has to offer you, or you are like, you already know her presence, you're already working with her, then these bundles could really expand you to a new level. So me and Mary Magdalene, we created these together, and we know that they're going to be of deep service to all sisters who choose to buy one. So we have 7 bundles all together. The first bundle, so each single bundle, okay, so I have single bundles, and then I have a premium bundle. So each single bundle includes a ceremony, a written ritual channeled by me from Mary Magdalene, and a beautiful recorded meditation. So that's one single bundle. So I have 6 of those. And then I have a premium bundle that has all of the single bundles. And when you get the premium bundle, you will receive a beautiful one-on-one mentorship call with me. So if you feel called to my energy and you want to work with me, this bundle is for you. And you'll also receive some free gifts, as well as a really cool bonus that will be coming to you on April the 9th, which is a birthing ceremony. So how you can actually bring your Magdalene magic out into the planet. It's like, okay, so I'm so inspired, and I know I'm supposed to change the planet and shift the planet, but like, how do I do that, right? So if you're called to actually change the world, and you really want to step forth into your purpose as a priestess, as a light worker, as a healer, then the premium bundle is for you, and we'll have a lot of fun together. If you're not, which is fine, there are beautiful single bundles available, which is what I described to you before, which is the ceremony, the ritual, and the guided meditation. So I have 6 of those. So the first one that I have is called the Magdalene Light Code Activation Bundle. Then I have the Coming Home to Your Body Temple Bundle. And then I have the Alchemizing Your Sexual Shame Bundle, the Sacred and Sensual Pleasure Bundle, Womb Blood Magic Bundle, and the Healing and Honoring Your Sacred Masculine Bundle. So the thing I love about Mary Magdalene is that she can help us in so many different areas of our lives. And these bundles they range from different areas. They range from different purposes, range from different shadow aspects too. So if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I want to feel safer in my body. I want to love my body. I want to see my body as a holy temple. Then the Coming Home to Your Body Temple bundle will be for you. If you're new to Mary Magdalene, then bundle number 1 of the light code activation, the DNA light code activation, that one will be for you. If you feel like you are drawn to the blood mysteries and your womb blood, then the womb blood magic will be for you. If you feel you are kind of disconnected from the masculine, the sacred masculine, and you have experienced a lot of shadow masculine, and you actually really want to heal that, then the healing and honoring your sacred masculine bundle will be for you, and so on and so forth, right? So whichever one that you feel called to, that's the one that I will say is for you. So if you purchase a bundle by next Saturday, which is the full moon in Libra, then I have a beautiful 3-week bonus as well. And we're going to be journeying with the beloved Mary Magdalene, with Isis, and the beloved Yeshua. And it's going to be really, really fun, powerful, and it's meant to truly shift us and activate our DNA and really give us that boost of energy, that boost of activation that we need to actually show up on the planet as priestesses, as light workers, as healers, and why we're here. And I'm super devoted to this. And this isn't going to be the only thing that I'm going to be sharing with Mary Magdalene. I have lots more other beautiful gifts coming out too. So, but if you are drawn to a bundle, I would highly suggest, because it's going to change your life. Okay? So with that being said, I love you so much, beloved. May you know that it is safe to open your heart. May you know that I am here to hold you and witness you. May you know that you came here for a beautiful divine purpose. You are here to change the world. So let's do it together. Cool? I love you so much, and I will see you soon. Blessed be.